William Shakespeare, very well known, many quotes out there, but this one quote resonated with me when I want to talk about my full potential. He said, "We know what we are, but know not what we may be. We know what we are, but know not what we may be." And how relevant is that when we talk about our full potential? Do we really know what we may be in the future? So I've been thinking about this and I've been pondering. And the problem is, when I think and ponder, I get all these ideas. But eventually, I got to three major things that stood out for me, what keeps me from reaching my full potential. Now, all of these three will become videos on their own with a lot of detail in them. Today, I'm just touching on each and every one of them. Now, the first thing that I believe keeping us from knowing what we may not be is giving up. We give up too quickly. The second thing, we incorrectly predict what our potential can be based on where we are now. And the third thing is we don't put the right effort into reaching these goals that we are setting for ourselves. Yes, we do give up too quickly at times. When I don't get the immediate results that I'm expected, I'm giving up. I failed. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to try again. Why do we do that? Why can't we have the resilience to carrying on? I've had these workshops at our church on identity that I've presented. And then my mum comes and she looks at that and she says, "Oh, wow, this is great. Let's have it at our church." When she goes, she didn't even get 5 people to attend that workshop. Next year, I present another workshop, the abundance workshop. And again, she says, "Yes, I love it. Let me attend it at church." Now, I almost wanted to give up based on the previous workshop because only 5 people. Why would only 5 people? That is not success, that's failure. I have changed my mind on that already. But then when she tried again the year later, without us doing anything different, all of a sudden 50 to 80 people who registered for that, and we could have a very successful workshop. Imagine after that first try, I didn't carry on. I didn't agree. I would have given up. It's not worth it. We tend to give up when we smell a little bit of failure without thinking of the timing, without thinking of anything else that might impact the results that we are getting. Have you experienced failure? Have you given up? What is there in your life that you've been given up on that you should not have? But it's not only failure keeping us from reaching these things. Sometimes we limit ourselves by the way we are measuring our inputs and outputs. Our potential is not based on where we are now. If you measure you where you are now and you want to have a linear prediction on when you're going to be, that's not going to be a true basis of what your potential will be. We can't predict the future by how fast things moving now. It's not a straight line. Currently, I'm trying to build my social media platform. I don't even have 50 people, but imagine I have 50 people currently in my social media platform. I want 1,000. That is the goal that I want to. And I typically get 5 people, let's say, per week. Now, if I want to move from 50 to 1,000, I need 950 more people. And that means over how many months? By a rate of 5 per month. Am I going to get there? And I did the calculation. It was more than 80 years. I'm going to give up. If I measure my future potential based on my current performance, there's no way that I'm going to make it. It's not a straight linear line. How often have we seen that YouTubers have this one thing that sparks the channel and it explodes exponentially? Often often when we look at potential and we want to look at where we are now and we want to extrapolate that, we need to be very, very careful. There are so many aspects and it's not necessarily a straight line. Look at where you are currently. Look at the rate or the current potential that you have. Don't give up. It might be one small break that you need to carry you to your full potential. Don't measure where you can be based on where you are now. We are so impatient. We don't like the results we have now. We want different results. What can we do differently to get to those results? Because the third aspect is we need to do something differently. Our actions often impact our performance, impact the potential that we're going to reach. Often I feel I'm 90% there. I'm not there yet, but I just need that one small puzzle piece to get me to that next level. Like I had this workshop that I've planned. I wanted to have a whole retreat. And everyone is excited. They love the workshops. They love the information. Yay, let's do the retreat. And then at the end, when I organized it, I didn't have enough people to come to make it worth it. Shall I give up? Shall I measure my potential where I am to where I want to be? Or shall I do something different? And that has resonated so with me. And I've realized that you organize it over Comrades Weekend. Or you organize it at a place that's very far away, maybe just a different time. Maybe there's a different way for people to get to know you and to want to do that. Maybe you don't need to do a retreat. Maybe you can do it at your house or at a church or at any other thing. And I got inspired to say, maybe I must use social media. Who knows what's going to work? Let me carry on searching to find that missing puzzle piece. It might not just jump out at me at any time. I need to go and search to find it. I quickly shared 3 topics with you of things that I think is keeping me to reach my full potential. And I believe I'll get 80% closer when I look at these 3 things, maybe 100% if you have some wisdom to share. But if I do these 3 type of things, I will come way closer to my full potential than where I am currently. I want to ask you, can you implement these things to get closer to your full potential? Can you stop giving up? Try again. Can you measure yourself differently? Be careful to measure where you are now. It's not necessarily the correct way. And then take different action. Do something different to find that missing puzzle piece. Join me for the rest of this series that I'm going to release over time and dig in deeper to each of these 3 areas to explore and to give you practical tips and examples so that you don't give up and that you can achieve way more than you ever believe you can.